from BS and Beer Media. It's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, look at that. He's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It's Friday. What is today? June the 6th. Happy Friday, bro. Today we got some super regional stuff going on. Already started. We'll talk about some Pacers craziness at the end of the game, and maybe a little Madden cover discussion. But before we do, be sure to hit that like and subscribe for us. Appreciate that. And bro, happy Friday.
Looks like I should have brushed my beard.
Yeah, you kind of wavy in the front there.
I was taking a nap before this. So.
On your face?
got a cow lick in my beard.
Nice. Well, we had some super regional stuff start today, and North Carolina kicked the dog crap out of Arizona, man. I mean, it was pretty ugly, actually. Where did the scores go? 18-2, I think, was the final.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no run rule anywhere in the College World Series. If it's an ass whooping, you just take an ass whooping. Huh?
You just take it, bro. Take it. Hardcore. Yeah, I don't know why they do that exactly. I guess most of these teams they think might come back. I don't know. You're gonna score 16 in the bottom of the ninth.
I mean, that'd be something.
That'd be something, all right. Anyway, North Carolina looked really good, dude. They just smacking it all over the place. Their pitcher was throwing high 90s heat.
They playing in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They looked really good. So they're up 1-0 in that series. And then right now we got Miami and Louisville in the Louisville Super Regional. And Louisville's putting it on them. 7-1, bottom of the fourth. And Miami's had their chances. I mean, they had the bases loaded just a minute ago. Dude struck out. I mean, they've had their chances. So I don't know how this was going to play out. Hopefully, Miami will come back here a little bit. Make it a game.
It's frustrating to watch baseball, especially if it's your team that you're rooting for. It's frustrating to watch them, leave 2 on, leave 3 on, leave 2 on. Hogs had a couple of games like that this year. And there are a couple of them we ended up still winning, but it's like, dadgum, we left 9 base runners on base or something like that.
Yeah. Runners in scoring position, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, with the Hogs, if you step up to the plate, you're pretty much in scoring position.
That's true. That's true. We don't even play till tomorrow, man. It's crazy.
I know at 4:00 tomorrow. It's like I've taken forever to get here.
No, a lot of Twitter buzz about that Arkansas-Tennessee game. A lot of smack talk being going on right now.
Not by me. Not by me. It's not.
I haven't either, but I'm just saying other people.
I refuse to take part in smack talk before the game.
Why is that?
Because I feel like I do nothing but jinx my team. I talk crap after the ball game. After we beat you, that's when I talk crap.
Yeah. I'm that kind of that way too. I don't want to get jinxed myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it looks like Louisville's handling Miami right now. Then at 5, you got Florida State, Oregon State, which should be a good one. And then tonight, you got Coastal Carolina, Auburn. Tonight. And I saw Root going to get the start for Arkansas tomorrow. I don't know if you saw that or not. But
I didn't see that, but
that
gives me a little bit of I don't know, not really confidence. I feel better knowing that Root is going to be our first game starter.
I figured he would, but
yeah.
you know.
Well, you never know with Van Horn. He's liable to bring out McIntyre to start the first game or something. You're like, we ain't seen McIntyre in 7 ball games, and you're gonna bring him out.
Nah, Deviation wouldn't even commit to a game 2 starter. Like, they asked him if Wood was going to be a starter, and he was like, I don't know. It's, depending on how it goes. We have to use some people.
Yeah.
You never know. So he might. I mean, if things go well in game 1, he should start game 2. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
the only 2 pitchers that we got that when they walk out to the mound, I'm like, oh crap, right? Is McIntyre and Bybee. And Bybee early in the year was doing really well, but his last 3 or 4 appearances have not gone well at all.
I like those guys, man. They always veterans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. McIntyre, oh my gosh.
That might be saying something. They've been around this long and haven't got drafted.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw McIntyre was the only guy born in the 90s or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Well, this is like his 7th year with the Razorbacks. So that doesn't
He's 42.
Something like that.
Oh, collision. Oh, they caught it anyway. Good job.
So I got a sports question for you.
All right. Hit with it.
This is a would you rather. All right.
Would I rather? Okay.
Would you rather? You've got to pick one.
This ain't gonna be sleeping with somebody or killing them.
No.
Okay.
Would you rather be hit by a 95 mile an hour fastball, tackled by an
where?
Well, I guess
where I pick.
Sure. It's 95 mile an hour. You can pick anywhere you want.
Well, I don't want to get hit in the head, so no.
Yeah, the head would probably be a good place to get hit. You're wearing a helmet up there.
I don't want to hit no head. Go ahead.
Fastball, 95 mile an hour. Defensive end, NFL defensive end tackling you. Or taking a charge from Giannis.
I don't think I would survive that tackle.
Going full strength to the basket, you got to take a charge on Giannis.
Well, the baseball one seems like it'd be much more quick, but it may linger longer.
Yeah, you get nailed in like the side. That could be like a cracked rib for a couple of. It's not and I'm not putting you in like your best shape of your life. Like right now, the shape you're in right now, you've got one of these things.
I better take the baseball then. Giannis might kill me too. I might break some bones or something.
I think I'm taking the charge. I think if
I get
with the charge, you can kind of like give a little bit when you get hit, and slide across the floor. I don't want to take a 90. I took a 90 mile an hour fastball off my thumb one time.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, depending on where, like, you're gonna hit me up here in the meat of my arm or something.
That'd be like the best place you could hit me is right here in the shoulder.
Yeah, somewhere right there, or the back. It hurt. That would hurt.
Yeah, if you turn too fast and catch that thing right in the middle of your back, that's gonna drop you.
That would hurt.
Or
I don't know.
Take one. What if you took one low, like one in the ankle or the calf?
If you had said, instead of Giannis, if you had said Charles Barkley or Shaquille O'Neal, I definitely would pick the baseball. I ain't taking no charge from Shaq. You see that guy?
Giannis, I picked Giannis because he's like a physical specimen, and he is a downhill player. Like when he'll get the ball, he's going straight to the basket.
Yeah, but he's not really going to run me over. He's going to like hit me in the face with his pecker and knock me down. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't going to be, take a charge in the chest. You know what I mean? It's going to be straight on balls in the face. I mean, what we talking about here? You know what I mean? Charles just Mack truck you, just bam, probably throw an elbow or something at the same time. Make sure you're hurt.
Yeah. I think I'm taking the charge, man. I'm sorry, it's gonna hurt, but
you see all this stuff. You see this thing Charles was talking about San Antonio women.
Yeah.
And they called him into a meeting, emergency meeting. Told me, Charles, you got to apologize. And you can't be. Oh, okay. I'll apologize. They went on TV. He was like, yeah, I didn't apologize for. No, I ain't apologize for nothing. Man, go women down there.
He did apologize in a later show because he said they were in San Antonio and he tried a churro for the first time. He's like, now I know why them women are so big. Them churros are good, man.
Oh my gosh. What a guy, dude. Holy smokes. It's hilarious. Anyway,
I think it's interesting that neither one of us even considered getting tackled by a defensive end. Like that wasn't like we're arguing over the charge or the fastball. Like neither one of us was like, oh yeah, I take the hit from the defensive end. You know.
hang on a minute. Making dinner plans.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we have any jalapenos. I'm gonna have to go get some groceries. Anyway.
What do you need jalapenos for?
She said she wants pizza. She said,
Okay.
You want pizza tonight? I'm like, yeah. Like, you're not ever gonna ask me, do you want pizza? And I'll be like, nah, that shit sucks. I don't
So you're gonna make it at home?
Well, that's what I asked her. I said, what do you want? Well, I said, what do you want? What kind? That's what I asked. And I got back pineapple, jalapeno, and ham, which is her favorite kind. Well, that's what I meant. I already knew that. I knew that's what she wanted. But what, like, from where? She doesn't like Domino's well, she's okay with Domino's, but she doesn't really like, she does not like Papa John's at all. She'll do Pizza Hut or Casey's. That's about it.
Casey's.
Mm-hmm. We got a good Casey's, man. They make good pizzas.
Man, Casey's Pizza kept me alive when I was hauling trash.
They're not cheap anymore, bro. Dang.
No, they were free.
I remember you used to get those tickets.
Do they not do that anymore on the box?
I don't think so, no.
Check the box over real good. It's like this little perforated edge on the part that folds in. And you used to collect 10 of them and you could get a free Casey's pizza.
Yeah.
And I was hauling trash at the time and people throw away their boxes and don't collect those. And I'd see a pizza box. I go diving into the dumpster to go get them because we were broke. A free pizza was awesome.
I don't think they do it anymore now because you can use your points now. Like you get points for everything, your gas and whatever you buy. And then you can use that to turn it into money to buy stuff. So I've done that a couple times. I got some free pizza that way.
See, that sucks, man. That sucks.
But not really, because I'm buying stuff anyway, and I should get something for buying gas. And
no, it doesn't suck. It doesn't suck for you. I'm saying it sucks because that was such a great. It was probably 2 pizzas a week Lacey and I were eating because I could find those coupons.
Yeah, but nobody has access like you did. It took me a long time to get 10 of them.
Take you 10 pizzas. What was really funny is I don't know. It was probably the 10th or 12th pizza that I had gotten for free, and the lady behind the counter goes, "Where you get all these?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And she says, "Well, I have like a customer that turns in maybe 10 of these a month and we'll get, a free pizza. And you get like 2 free pizzas a week. Where are you getting all these coupons at?" And I was like, "Don't you worry about it. Just make my pizza."
I'm on the black market. What's up, Bobby? Hey, I figured out what that button did. Did you see that at the bottom down there? Do you see that?
No.
You don't see anything on the screen like below you?
Oh yeah, it says Bobby. Yeah, it's a little bitty tiny thing though.
It is kind of small. Anyway, it pops up there, so I guess we'd see the comments instead of me having to click on the thing over here.
Okay.
That's all right. Yeah, whatever. I was hoping it would flash up like I do when I show it like this.
Yeah.
I was hoping it'd pop up like that automatically, but
Yeah.
you don't. Anyway, we're coming up on a year, bro. By the way, 7 more days away from Top of the Bleachers anniversary.
Well, we should celebrate. We should probably like give away another car or something like that.
We should have another golf.
Maybe another golf outing.
What we need to call it? Some.
Top of the Bleachers tournament, man.
No, wait a minute. It needs to be like fundraiser or something. You know what I mean? We're gonna donate. We're donate a certain percentage of it to.
We're gonna pull an NGO nonprofit organization and then take our money and spend it on whatever we want.
Yeah, we're gonna be Democrats. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, Bobby, I got the game on. I see it 8-1, top 5. Miami's had their chances though, bro. Like I said, they had. I don't know how many runners in scoring position they've had the whole game, but I think at least twice I saw they had guys in scoring position once the bases were loaded. So, yeah, not sure Miami gonna come back. Louisville's looking pretty good. What time LSU play tomorrow? They play at 1:00. I'm not supposed to go to a rodeo tomorrow, but looks like I'm gonna get. I don't really want to go sit in the rain.
Like we got our rain today. Tomorrow's actually supposed to be a pretty day for us. I actually had to stop by the house and put the tops on my Jeep before I went out on my route because it was raining.
Yeah. It's gonna be hot tomorrow, huh, Bobby?
It'd be 110 and like 80% humidity. It'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful to play baseball in.
Sticky. Let me see what the weather is, if it's changed since I looked. But yeah, Saturday 70% chance of rain. Sunday 30% chance of rain.
I hope it stays away from Fayetteville. I don't want to.
Well, let's look at Fayetteville.
We had 1 year where we played in a super regional till like 3:00 in the morning because of weather delays.
All it says is thunderstorms. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sunny. It doesn't say 30%. It doesn't say any kind of chance. It just says thunderstorms.
I don't even know how to read that stupid app anymore because I had some idiot on X explain to me, like when they tell you 60% chance of rain,
yeah,
they're not telling you that, they're telling you that 60% of their area will get 100% of rain. Well, they 100% will get that. 60% of that area will get 100%.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
It was on X. I watched some tutorial. Some person. She was a meteorologist. She was like,
she a liar.
when they say 30% rain, that doesn't mean like at your house you got a 30% shot, which is what I always thought it meant.
That can't be true.
It means 30% of that area or whatever will get rain. That's what it means. So now it's confusing.
I ain't believing that. Because here it says tomorrow for Friday for Fayetteville, 95% chance of rain.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's Friday, and then tomorrow. All right, let me look this up. Let's truth find this because you got me.
I'm working on it right now.
What does it mean when there's a 60% chance of rain? See what this says.
There's
a probability of precipitation
occurring at any point in the forecast area during the specified time frame. It's not a percentage of the area that will get rain, nor
This
is
is-
it a percentage of time it will rain. See,
This
this
is-
says the opposite of what that girl was saying.
Yeah, this says there's a 60% likelihood that rain will occur at your specific location.
See, that's what I always thought it meant. And that girl on there is giving out false information, man. She had me all messed up.
This is crazy.
The forecast doesn't specify which part of the area will see rain, only that there's a 60% chance of rain somewhere within the area.
Sounds like she might be partly right. Well, of course, it's only their area. Like, that's a given. You know what I mean? Like, why would they be telling me what's going to happen in Dallas when I'm listening to Web City news? I don't care about the weather in Dallas. I want to know the news here. So why would they say, yeah, 60% chance of rain? But they're talking about somewhere else.
See, this says even with a 60% chance of rain, there's still a 40% chance that any given location might not experience any rain.
Yeah. See, it's all the statistics like we were talking about, huh? But could you say there's a 40% chance it won't rain?
What does it mean when my area will see 60% chance of rain? Hi there, meteorologist here, and it may be not what you think. When you hear us meteorologists talk about there's a 60% chance of rain for today, you're probably thinking, okay, there's a 60% chance it'll be wet, a 40% chance that it'll be dry. It's actually not the case. When we say there's a 60% chance for rain, we're talking about the entire viewing area. So it may not rain in your town, but there's a chance just a town or a county over that they have a chance for some rain. So it's based on a geographical location rather than a game of odds. Who would have thought?
That makes sense. I know what she's saying. That makes sense.
What does it mean when my area will see 60?
Like if I live in Web City and you lived in Joplin and they say there's a 60% chance to rain. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 60% in your area, you know, or 60% in my area. It could be 100% in my area and 0 in yours.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was saying, but it's like messed me up totally when I look at the rain chances. I'm like, so is it going to rain today or not?
Just tell me the truth.
Really?
That's funny. All right. What else we got here? So super regionals. Anything else to add on that? You want to talk about the Hogs or anything? You good?
No, we're good, man. Defense has got to play well. We got to have some pitching. And we need those bats that we're playing against Creighton the last couple of times we've been out.
This is very true. Let me see if there's a lineup out yet. All I saw was the root thing.
I don't imagine the lineups change that much other than the starting pitcher.
Yeah, probably not. I just wondering sometimes he won't put it out till tomorrow. Anyway. What else? Let's see. Well, I started. Do you know what the word prolific means?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know like the.
You know the definition. I mean,
I don't. Yeah.
I looked up how to spell it, and it told me the definition, and I was like, "That's not what prolific means." It was not what I thought.
Okay. What
you
is
think
it?
prolific, right? Like the greatest ever, prolific. That's what I always thought I meant. Like the top, the best.
That's how it's used.
Okay, that's not what it means.
Okay, what does it mean?
It was like and I lost my tab. It had to do with growing stuff and it was weird.
Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What's the definition of prolific?
Prolific means of a plant, animal, or person producing much fruit or foliage or many offspring.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the remaining one?
No.
That's not what I thought it was.
No, but that makes sense. It makes sense because it says plant, animal, or person producing much fruit or foliage or offspring. Much fruit You know, to me, I automatically go to the Bible. Like,
Yeah, most people don't know that though.
well, probably not. Probably not.
Anyway, I was going to name the title "The Prolific Pacers,"
Yeah.
and I went to look up how to spell it, so I didn't spell it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I saw the definition, and I was like, "Well, it doesn't really apply. It doesn't really apply to like what I thought it did." Like,
I wouldn't say that the Pacers are prolific. Not yet. I'd say like the Golden State Warriors are prolific, or people who have multiple champions. Tom Brady, he produced a lot of fruit. Like, this is the first fruit that the Pacers have really produced in a while, so you can't really
call it. Like this playoffs, what I was talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, they've been awesome. That was, if you didn't see the game last night, I encourage you, go back, find it on YouTube, watch the highlights.
I watched the first 3 quarters where Oklahoma City was in control the whole time. I was like, what the hell's going on? Screw it. I'm gonna go do something else.
I'm telling you, you can't walk away from the game with the Indiana Pacers. Man.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I saw the Indiana. I went back and watched it, but it was like
20.
What the hell, OKC?
Well,
up by 9 going into the fourth quarter, which is not. That's nothing in the NBA. I should have known. That's nothing.
I don't think that's where they lost the game. I think they lost the game.
The whole time up till that, it seemed like
they lost the game in the first half, because in the first half the Pacers had 20 turnovers in the first half, and you go in at the half only up 12. And with 20 turnovers, you should have been up big time.
Yeah. Let's see. I had the box score pulled up. Let's see what they ended up with. Indiana had 24 turnovers.
So they only had 4 turnovers in the second half.
And Oklahoma City only had 6 turnovers the whole game.
Yeah. I honestly believe, I don't remember the very first of the game, but I think that the only time that the Pacers led the ball game was after the last shot went through.
I think so too.
Which is the most important time to have the lead.
Yeah. It's crazy. Craziness.
And then they let Halliburton get to his spot and get his shot. I mean, I don't know how you don't have the whole team on Halliburton.
I saw the breakdown of their defense or whatever, and they looked like they did everything they're supposed to do, but Halliburton put him in a tough situation where Caruso is you either step up and make him stop,
and
leave your man open in the corner, or you take your man in the corner, and he took the man in the corner, and Halliburton stopped up and dropped the.
Dude, you've been better off. You've been better off just reaching out and shoving him to the floor and making him go to the free throw line and earn it.
I think you've been better off a double team even let the guy in the corner shoot.
Yeah.
Halliburton.
Plus, you don't know if Halliburton's going to make the right pass or not. He might want to take that shot so bad that you come and double team him and he takes the shot anyway and you get a deflection, or maybe he doesn't make the shot or something like that.
Goes the ball, gets deflected, or the other guy fumbles it, clock runs out. Anything could happen, yeah. Anything.
But what a game. Yeah. I was rooting for OKC. And then with about 7 minutes left, here comes Indiana doing what they've been doing the whole playoffs. And I could not help myself. I started rooting for them. I was like, come on, guys, come on. You can do this. You can do this. And son of a gun if they didn't do it, man.
Well, I'll give you some good news then. Okay. Do you know who is a coach on the Indiana coaching staff?
Todd Day.
No.
Who?
Close. You remember Pargo?
Yeah, I remember Pargo.
He's a coach for the Indiana Pacers. So there you go. We got Arkansas ties. Somebody that used to be a former Arkansas Razorback is going to be a champion.
I still think OKC will end up winning this because I think they might have, and we'll find out in the next ball game, but I think they might have overlooked Indiana just a tad and thought maybe, they were they are the better team. When you put it on paper, they are the better team. And I think maybe they were just a little too overconfident going into this ball game. Plus, they had a lot more time between ball games than Indiana did. So, I know they play every night and you don't think about rust in the NBA, but sometimes if you got a good roll going and then you get a long pause, it can kind of throw a wrench in things to get things started back up again. So I really think OKC will end up coming back, and they got to win one in Indiana now. They got to go on the road and win one.
Well, if you remember, Mike lost that game 1 to the Lakers.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
you got to come back, get your head on straight, do what you need to do.
Well, they ended up making adjustments too. When they come out in the second game, they threw Scotty on Magic. And it kind of threw the Lakers in a kind of a bind because Magic usually playing point guard, he was bigger than everybody else that he played.
Mm-hmm.
And when they turned around and switched and put Scotty on him, all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, I can't take this guy to the post. I can't do my normal stuff. And it ended up really affecting the series from then on out. Of course, Scotty doesn't get any credit. He's Robin to Magic's or Michael's Batman. So
yeah, well, that's where he belongs, over there in second place.
I don't even think he's in second, but he definitely
on that Bulls team. Yeah.
Oh, on that Bulls team, yeah. There was a time when he was number 1 on that Bulls team when Mike decided to go to the house. A lot of people forget Mike went to the house. Scotty took over the team, and he got them to the playoffs. They didn't go anywhere in the playoffs, but he got them to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, Shea's going to have some help, man, because, Jalen Williams had 17. Dort had 15.
Dort had some crucial 3-point shots.
Early in the game, he did.
Yeah.
But then he I don't know. After that, he had 5.
They're asking so much of Dort on defense. If you watch him on defense, like Halliburton's going to get a drink on the bench, and freaking Dort is like holding the water bottle for him. It's crazy, And so it didn't surprise me that his offense kind of fell a little bit in the second half because he was probably worn out, I imagine.
It's not like Oklahoma had a bad game is the problem. Dude, they shot 87% from the free throw line on 24 free throws, 36% from 3, almost 40% from 2. Of course, Indiana shot 46% from 3. Woo.
Well, the shot before Halliburton hits the game winner, Shea gets his shot off, gets down deep into the lane, pulls up, does his little jumper. It was good defense, but if he hits that shot, then they need a
3.
They need 4, don't they? Weren't they? No, they need 3. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll see. We got to wait till Wednesday. No.
Oh yeah, they're going to drag this. They're going to drag this out for as long as they can.
Sunday.
Yeah, they're going to drag this out for as long as they can.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anyway, we'll see what happens on that one.
But
I think Oklahoma City's still going to win, but
yeah, got exactly what I was looking for, and that was a really good game. If OKC loses, but we get that quality ball game every game, I'll be happy. I'm too bad for my former Hogs that won't get a championship or whatever, but I want to be entertained. Yeah. I don't have a dog in the fight, and I want to be entertained. And that game last night was entertaining. Like I had two guys over watching the game with me, and when he hit that final shot, all 3 of us were standing in the living room going, "Holy crap! I can't believe he hit that."
That's good stuff.
And then I think the biggest disappointment on OKC's side last night was Chet Holmgren. Chet didn't have much of a ball game at all. They need more out of him.
I would agree with that. 2 for 9 from the field, 6 points.
Yeah, and I don't watch like a ton of NBA, but one of the guys that was over, his brother lives in Oklahoma, and apparently for the last couple of months he's been complaining about Chet. He's like, ever since he came back from his injury, he hasn't produced like he was producing.
Probably not. I mean, I think he missed like 50-something games.
Yeah.
They still won a bunch of games, so I don't know. Maybe he don't fit in just quite yet. You know what I mean?
They need Chet to show up, man.
They do. What else we got? We got the new Madden cover. This actually came out a few days ago, or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, or something. I don't know, but we never did talk about it. But Shaquan is on the cover. They got him doing that backwards jump over the guy. You know what I mean? This famous thing he did a while back. What do you think about this curse? You think that's real?
I don't really think it's real, just for the simple fact that I feel like most of the time the cover is a running back, and running backs they're not very long in the tooth when it comes to the NFL. So it's not surprising to see a running back in the NFL have a really great season and then fall off the next year. So I don't know if it's a curse. Peyton Hillis was on the cover one time and had a monster year, and that was the best year he ever had. He never really had that great of a year after that.
Yeah. I'll look back up here and see if I can find who they were. Got a list of them. Here you go. So I don't know how honestly the guys on this list, I don't think they anyway. Eddie George.
Yeah.
Dante Culpepper.
Eddie George is dead now, isn't he? Or is that
no?
I'm thinking of the quarterback for the Titans. McNair. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, Eddie George actually is college coach now at some small school.
Cool.
Yeah, Culpepper, Michael Vick.
Michael kind of did that to himself.
Kind of did, and this was before that.
Yeah, you know of course. Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, he had a broken leg that sidelined him that season.
That's why he got into dogfighting. He couldn't play that year.
Okay, and then Culpepper struggled with injuries after that cover as well. Ray Lewis. Donovan McNabb.
Did Ray Lewis? Nothing happened to Ray Lewis. He played all year, did he?
Yeah.
Ray Lewis is a stud. You can't bring. It's going to take more than a Madden cover to stop Ray Lewis.
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
Vince Young.
What happened to Donovan McNabb?
Did he
just retire?
He just retired. I feel like he went somewhere, didn't he? Didn't he go to?
He went somewhere other than the Eagles.
I want to say yes. Oh, let's look it up. Let me see. Oh, Eagles.
Yeah, like the year after Andy Reid.
Oh, no. He went to the Redskins for a year.
Okay.
And then he went to the Vikings for a year.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait, hang on. That's not all. Oh, wait, yeah, that was it.
He really, he went to the Super Bowl. Andy Reid took him to the Super Bowl, and they ended up losing in the Super Bowl, and that was like the end of Donovan McNabb. Like,
he didn't look like, I remember that Super Bowl. It didn't look like he had any kind of urgency.
No, there was like, I think they had the ball with something like, I want to say it was under a minute. They had a chance to go down. They had to go the length of the field and took their time. Had probably the worst 2-minute offense I ever saw in my life. and lost the Super Bowl.
Yep. Yeah, it was not good. Hang on, I lost my spot here. Let me get back up here. Oh, that's Sean Taylor. Hold on. Oh, that's the okay. Barry Sanders and Adrian Peterson. Tom Brady appeared twice.
Well, there's the end of the curse right there. I mean,
yeah. Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl post 2020 cover. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Josh Allen celebrated 40-plus touchdowns in 2022. Christian McCaffrey, he got hurt last year, whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Barkley. Yeah.
How many? So, I think you named off. How many? Is there a team that's had more superstars on the cover than another team? I feel like I heard 2 Eagles. Brady was on there 3 times.
No, there was 2 Eagles. I saw that. They noted that a minute ago. I don't know if anybody else. I don't see anybody else.
I don't think there's ever been. Ezekiel didn't make the cover, did he? Elliott didn't make the cover, did he? Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a cowboy on the cover.
Wasn't Emmett on like pre-2000?
Oh, maybe.
Like Madden 95.
Yeah, maybe. I remember I had Madden 94. And my brother and I would play in the dorm room, and he would get so mad because I just run the sweep with Emmett and freaking take it down the field and 15, 20 yards at a time, just running the sweep.
Now, see, this thing is trying to say there was no Madden series before 2000.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No, Madden's been around forever.
Why are they saying that?
I don't know.
All right, I'm saying no. There was
a Madden 94 for sure. I know.
And a Madden 95. See what they say. Be lying to me here, Mr. AI man.
I was alive during that time.
I'll call you on that. Thanks for clarifying. You're welcome. Here you go. Madden NFL 94 cover athlete John Madden was primary cover star, as was standard for Madden games before 2000.
Yeah. That's right. It'd always be a picture of John Madden. I remember that.
So no individual.
Then they did it.
Probably featured as main cover athletes. However, Ricky Waters appeared on the European version.
I didn't know there was a European version.
Emmitt Smith, despite his 93 NFL MVP season, was not on the cover. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm surprised Brett Favre is not on the cover every year of Madden. He loved Brett Favre.
He did love Brett Favre. He loved that guy, dude. He did. He was the biggest Brett Favre fan ever lived. Holy smokes. Now here's a guy. He's a winner. He's just a winner.
My favorite Maddenism from those games, he would talk in the middle of the plays and stuff, or between plays, and he'd say, well, 90% of the game's half mental.
Yeah.
What?
My math ain't mathing.
Yeah, my math ain't mathing, John.
90% of the game
is half mental.
So does that mean it's 45% of the game? I don't know, man. My math ain't mathing. I don't know.
I guess 10% of the game is
Hang on,
the other half of the.
I got my calculator here. I'll tell you exactly. So 90% of the game
is half mental.
is half mental. So half of 90%. Right? That'd be 45.
That'd
Yeah.
be 45%.
So 45% of the game is mental.
No, 90% of the game is half mental.
Half mental. 90% of the game is half mental.
Yeah.
So 45% of the game is half mental, right?
I
So
take it as 10% of the game is not half mental. That's how I take it.
Shut up. That's even more confusing. 90% of the game
90% of the game is half mental.
is half mental.
Yeah. Here's a guy that when he runs, he goes faster.
90% of the game. Okay.
Troy Aikman lost his contact one time. And Madden actually said this. He said, well, here's a guy that when he puts his contacts in, he sees better.
No kidding, John.
I miss him. I miss him, man.
Yeah, he's great.
Every year for Thanksgiving, he'd give us a 15-minute lecture on what a Tedurkin was. And
yeah, it was all Madden teams and stuff were awesome.
Yeah, man. Dude, that was one of the fun parts about playing Madden was playing. You could go in and pick like a all-time Cowboys team, or you could be the 85 Bears if you wanted to be the 85 Bear. You'd be anybody. I used to love that game, dude.
Yeah, I did too. I love that game.
They've made it, I don't know. They've made it so frustrating now because now or the last Madden game I had, you have to build your team, with all these trading cards and everything. You have to build your team, and it's just not as fun as the
That's one mode. That's one mode. They got all kinds of different modes. Yeah. That's one of them. That's one of the main ones, but I don't know about playing you mean play a season or play a dynasty with a all-time team? Is that what you mean?
No. You couldn't play a season with them. You could only play games.
Okay.
But when you and I would play each other, you pick I'd take the all-time Cowboys, you take the all-time Packers or Broncos or something like that, and we go at each other. That was a lot of fun, dude.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. All right, man. Well, anything else you want to talk about? It's Friday.
It is Friday.
You got any plans tonight? Your wife coming home or not the wife? Whatever.
Sunday is when she's back. Tonight,
Sunday?
I think, tonight I'm going on a beer run with Orange Ham. So we're going to do beer and wings for the Super Regional tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So we're going on a beer run. Apparently, they have a new Busch Light apple.
Mm-hmm.
And Orange Ham likes to watch these reviews. That's one of his things he does. He watches reviews on YouTube and stuff. And this old boy was he started out, he's like, we're going to sample this Busch Light, green apple or whatever it is. And he was real skeptical. And then by the end of it, he said, yeah, I could see you putting back 6 or 7 of these. This is pretty good. He said, it's like dropping an apple Jolly Rancher into your beer or whatever. I was like, I'm not sure I would like that. So I think we might try it out.
Good luck with that.
Might just get her a 6er just in case it's really terrible,
Might ought to. No drinking plans for me that I know of. I need to mow my yard, but I don't know if it's going to dry up enough. But other than that, not much, man. Probably just watching a lot of baseball, chilling.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
I've been doing a lot of laundry. I still need to weed eat the backyard, but it's been so wet. And last night at 11 o'clock at night, everybody leaves, and I'm here, and I start cleaning up, and my dogs come running in from outside, and both of them are covered in mud from head to toe. So at 11 o'clock last night, I had to do dog baths. That was a lot of fun.
Bummer.
Yeah.
That's not fun at all.
Yeah, but you know.
All right, when we get off here, I need to feed the doggos, and I don't know. I got to figure out if I'm making pizza or if I'm ordering it. I don't know. I think I have some crust up there. I think. Can't remember.
You go thin crust when you make it at home, or you actually like?
I've tried a couple different kinds of crusts. You know, there are like a thinner crust ones, and these are more like it's kind of in the middle between hand tossed and deep dish or something. You know, it's not like deep dish really, but same kind of. You know how deep dish, you know, it's like bread. You know, it's a little bit different than that. I found some that I've tried a couple times, and then I get some a can of tomatoes and smash them all up and add some oregano and some Italian, a little salt, a little sugar, mix it all up. And then I have some mozzarella and some pepperoni, some mushrooms. Last time I cooked up some sausage and put it on. I did that. Professional pizza maker, bro. Make some good ones.
You should be as many pizza places as you work for.
They're pretty. They're so pretty when they come out, dude. And I got for Christmas, I got one of the giant pizza peel, like a big one, like a big old giant one. I'll be in there with that thing, boy, just scooping them up. I'll make 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. They look really good. They look really. I don't know how they taste. They taste good, but I mean, they look really good. Like that looks like a good pizza.
I was in Kroger yesterday, and I was over in the meat section, and they have Wendy's hamburger patties that you can buy now. You can actually
patty?
Yeah, the square hamburger patty that Wendy's uses. You can buy them at Kroger.
From Wendy's or like Wendy's?
No, they got Wendy's names on them. It's Wendy's brand or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's actually a good idea. They ought to more fast food places ought to put their stuff in.
Well,
the grocery store.
Last night I needed a bag of fries, and so I went to the freezer section and got a bag of fries. And the bag I chose were Arby Curly Q fries, so you can get Arby's fries at Kroger's too.
That's crazy. Yeah, if I could go to Walmart somewhere and get one pizza dough patty from wherever, bring it home, let it proof for a little bit, slap her out.
Yeah,
that'd be all right, dude. That'd be all right.
I find it interesting that you can't go to like Papa John's or Domino's and buy a tray of dough. Like, they could just charge you like it was a full pizza and give you a tray of dough or something.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they won't do that. They should. I used to, when I was managing one, I would get one of those trays, an empty dough tray, and take me a little thing home with me sometimes to cook for the kids, to make pizzas for the kids.
Sure.
I'd have me a little sauce, and then I had the little cups, you know, like little bitty cups. I'd have little cups of all kind. I had like 50 cups around there, you know, a little sauce, a little pepperoni, a little whatever, you know.
So what you're telling me is after a day of managing pizza all day, you would go home and make pizza.
Sometimes I did.
Because when I come home from delivering the mail, I won't even go out to the mailbox and check the mail.
It's more for the kids, you know what I mean? They like to see the slapping around the pizza dough and throwing it in the air and all that stuff. They helped me make them. I didn't like do it by myself. Yeah. I mean, like they'd help me. A couple times they came to the store and helped me make a cup of pizza. They got to make a pizza and cook it and eat it, you know, that kind of stuff. We did that, you know, we did that a couple times. And then Courtney actually worked with me for a while at Papa John's, so she actually did some of that. So anyway, I said, "Where you want the pizza from?" She said, "Anywhere but Papa John's." She's not like Papa John's. I don't know. I told her, I was like, out of all the pizza places, that's probably the place where you're going to get the freshest food.
It really is.
It doesn't come in a bag. It doesn't come in a can. I mean, that's the freshest food you're going to get is probably from them.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. I don't like the way it tastes. I'm like, Papa John's is good. I don't know.
I like Papa John's.
I like it all right.
I really love Papa John's crust because it's most people or some people don't like crust. I am a crust guy, especially Papa John's. They give you the garlic butter and the nacho cheese. Man, that's good stuff.
She's crazy. So she wants me to order the pizza. But she wants me to make my sauce so she can dip the pizza in my sauce. Like, okay, I could do that.
It's easier than making a whole pizza.
That's true. I think that's probably empty now, but yeah, I think I got some of the last grocery order that we did. I got some stuff to make some, so I can do that. No big deal.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. I just know I'm going on a beer run. I have no idea what dinner's going to be.
We're doing pizza, apparently.
It might be a bowl of cereal tonight. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get out of here.
Stop and get me some Spam. Have me a Spam sandwich. Ugh.
You better eat something that you don't ever get before she gets home.
I did. I went and bought me a loaf of sourdough bread.
How about some Chinese food? Have you had that in 10 years?
Chinese food does sound good.
My golly, it's good.
But I eat Chinese food all the time because there is actually quite a few gluten-free options in Chinese food.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's got a lot to do with the soy sauce they use. I didn't know that there was wheat in soy sauce, but there is. But they make a gluten-free soy sauce.
Okay. I'm stay away from that one.
Dude, some of the things, when you get a gluten allergy, okay, some of the things that have wheat in it is ridiculous. Like, we were on the cereal aisle and she goes, well, and she picked out a cereal. I don't remember what it was. It was not a good cereal. And I was like, why don't you get like something like corn pops? You know, corn pops. It's made out of corn. I picked it up. No, it's wheat. It's not. There's no corn in corn pops. I don't even know why they call them corn pops. No corn in there whatsoever.
I think it's a bunch of hooey.
Well, I would say that it is, except I've seen her when she gets a hold of some gluten, and it's
all
not,
up here.
It's not pretty.
It's all up here.
I don't think so. It's all in her belly.
Something else then.
But I think it's the preservatives they're putting in our foods. When we were kids, I don't remember anybody with a peanut allergy. I don't remember anybody with a gluten allergy or nothing like that.
It's all these vaccines they had to take over the last 25 years.
Vaccines and the preservatives that they're putting in our foods and stuff. I think they're
sure. Did you see that thing where they compared what's in a McDonald's hamburger to the one that they make in British Columbia, or not British Columbia, or United Kingdom?
Yeah.
They're like, here's the ingredients in the American burger from McDonald's. And it was, I mean, chemical. You know what I mean? And the United Kingdom was beef, salt, you know, like normal, like you should eat. You know what I mean? It's like, why the hell are they letting them do that? They've been doing it for a long time.
Because nobody's stopping them.
They want to make us fat, lazy, and stupid. That's what they want.
That's what it seems like.
More controllable that way.
All right, dude. I'm burning up. Let's get off here.
All right. Catch you later, man.
Love you, brother.
Love you.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.